Hello, my lovely viewers. Welcome to another video of Sports on Fauzan Harun channel. And in tonight's edition, welcome back after some nearly 2 months, after a little over 2 months break, as with respect to the vacation I took and my travel out of Qatar as the tradition and courtesy demands, and came back with a whole lot of stress, as well as some quarantine procedures with respect to the rules of the COVID-19 in Qatar. You have to quarantine when you come back in a hotel before landing in your house. Came back and I had to take care of some personal issues, hence it delayed further my time of starting the show. And unfortunately, I also lost my uncle. So many issues here and there. We hope Allah grant him Jannatul Firdaus, as Muslims do say. And in tonight's edition, I would like to talk about Chelsea's current state of Chelsea. And remember, prior to me leaving for vacation and taking a break on the channel, and there was appointment of Thomas Tuchel. I did a welcome video for him, and then Frank Lampard was booted out. And time and time again, I highlighted that Lampard was going to get the exit before even he got the exit, judging from the fact that, yes, he is a club legend, but judging from his actions and inactions with respect to his personal relationship with some of the players, it was almost always going to be difficult for him to survive at Chelsea. And also, one critical aspect that I highlighted during most of my presentation is that Lampard lacked the ability to effectively roll out the rotation policy of Chelsea. You know, Chelsea has got the quality to play football, but Lampard finds it difficult to rotate the players effectively, and that is one aspect of the game that Thomas Tuchel has done excellently and far better than Frank Lampard. And time again, Frank Lampard has exhibited his level of know-how in management, as you are all aware, doesn't come near that of Thomas Tuchel. And Thomas Tuchel has been able to effectively bring calm to the camp of Chelsea, and it's resulted in so many chalking of so many victories. Most recent one against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, both home and away, 3-0 aggregate win over Atletico Madrid. And so many games were played starting from the game that Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea won at Tottenham Hotspur 1-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium up till now. You could gauge from my timeline that I've not conducted any program because I had to fly and travel out of Qatar for my vacation. And that's why I'm trying to recall some of them. You know, I can't recall all of them, but I do promise you that in tennis, there's going to be so many programs coming up in tennis. You know, the Australian Open came up, and Naomi Osaka won it, and then Novak Djokovic also won the men's singles title. And then coming back to the issue of Chelsea, not to drift away from the current topic, you could see that Lampard had the quality of the players, but he was unable to use them effectively. A point in time, he was interviewed and he said Chelsea lacked the capacity to win the Premiership. Yes, but we didn't lack the capacity to compete effectively with the other teams, because the situation is, let's analyze it. One, Lampard met an unfortunate situation in that the club was banned in the transfer window, and so Chelsea had to go through a full season without recruitment. Hence, Lampard had to make do with the materials available, which he executed perfectly. But, excuse me, he was giving money to go to the transfer market, and some players came in, the likes of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, and a couple of them, Thiago Silva and the likes came in. And someone having materials and being added with some further materials, you expect the person to perform better. But Lampard started well a point in time, but leading to the early December, results started going bad, which resulted in him being booted out in the days ahead. And so it wasn't surprised at all, as I myself kept on advising Lampard to sort his issue out with Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso is a good player, irrespective of the fact that his defensive ability sometimes becomes suspicious. Despite that, he's a quality material which was needed in the dressing room. And hence, after the West Brom game in which Alonso made some mistakes, Lampard had some issues with him in which remained unresolved till a new coach was appointed. Hence, Thomas Tuchel, no wonder, drafted him back into the team. And the effective use of Cesar Azpilicueta was also crucial to the team. Sorry for you there, my daughter is making noise there. It was also crucial for the team's success, and hence it has resulted in Chelsea chalking so many successes here and there. And so it wasn't surprise that we got better results with the introduction of Thomas Tuchel. And also another weak spot of Lampard, which has seen massive improvement during Tuchel era, is the ability of Chelsea to play the big games. I could quite remember one big game that Lampard excelled was the game against Sevilla in Spain, in which Chelsea won 4-0 at Estadio Sanchez Pizjuan. Chelsea won 4-0. That was the big game that I could recall. Lampard won. In most of the games, he had to draw with Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. But Thomas Tuchel won against Tottenham Hotspur in their own backyard, 1-0, Jorginho penalty. And also he won against Liverpool in their backyard, Mason Mount, classic, superb finish. And also he won against Atletico Madrid in Bucharest, and also at the Stamford Bridge, 2-0. And also you could see that, and also against Manchester United, he drew 0-0. And in the big games, Thomas Tuchel is yet to concede in the big games. And also, it's not surprising at all that when you compare him with Lampard, this is a much more improvement with respect to where we stood before he was appointed. And in the days ahead, I would like to give you more of the emphasis with respect to the upcoming matches coming in when the team comes back from the international break. Currently, we are in international break, and footballing games with respect to Premiership is off. And next week, Champions League is going to bounce back, and Chelsea has got a much more important result in FC Porto. I wouldn't say it's going to be a cheap a duel for Chelsea. No, it's going to be a competitive match for Chelsea, though I must admit we have a good draw there. But we are not going to be complacent, judging with respect to the man at the helm of affairs, Thomas Tuchel. He doesn't underrate any games, and I do hope and believe he's going to give us the best of results. Please, if this happens to be your first time on the show, please do well to hit the subscribe button and touch the notification bell. Share the program, most importantly. Give me more likes as far as possible. We need more likes. And also comment and share the program as widely as possible. And without much ado, and still I must remind you that the subscriber challenge that was launched by the management of the channel is still ongoing. Please do well to subscribe to the channel, as well as probably indicate your location of watching the program. And let's see. And also an important person who has become crucial to the success of Thomas Tuchel is Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger has been transformed massively. And even prior to Lampard leaving, I understand earlier on Lampard had problem with him, but later on he was drafting him back gradually into the team. And also you can see the effectiveness of the rotation policy as a result of the proper use of Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is overused during Lampard's time. You could see that he plays game over and over again. Hence, it reached a point in time he was tired, and he couldn't give excuse to the manager because he was the manager's darling boy. So Lampard was overusing him. Hence, he wasn't getting the results. That was why I highlighted that Lampard was not practicing effective rotation policy. Because if you use the same kind of players over and over again, they're going to get tired and wouldn't be able to give you results. Thomas Tuchel can get some changes, about 5-6 players in the lineup today, and the next time he gets changed 4 or 5 of them, bringing in fresh legs into the team. For the tackling ability of his team, it's no surprise at all. Thank you very much for spending your precious opportunity to engage with me on this program. I do hope to have more engagement with you, and maybe during the Ramadan, things are going to come down a little bit, as you are aware, but I hope to be giving you feedbacks as much as possible as I can. Thank you very much. I love you wherever you are. Cheers. Bye-bye. Cling on to spirit. Do good and don't do anything bad that I wouldn't do. Always try to do good things. Cheers. I love you wherever you are. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the channel once again.